At the beginning of this movie, Hermé tells the story of where he spent the summer of 1942. The film now goes to a flashback and we see two of Hermé's friends. One is named Benji and the other is Asi. These three friends often play on the beach. Once all three of them are playing, then they see a house on the side of the beach. From inside that house a very beautiful woman comes with her husband, and her husband is also a soldier. After a while, he takes his wife inside the house, but seeing the beauty of that woman, all three of them get very attracted. Later, Asi and Benji leave, but Hermé doesn't feel like leaving, and he still longs to see the woman, her beauty still not lost on his eyes. Next day again we see these three on the beach. There are many beautiful girls on this beach, there are many couples too, yet all three of them have their mind only on that lady. And here these three friends talk among themselves, how they should do their first intimate and lose their virginity, so they all bring a book, in which it is written how to do it for the first time. And it is written about how to be intimate with a woman, it is written in detail. And all three read together and both kiss each other. Later we see that the soldier starts leaving the house, the woman also says goodbye to him and sadly goes inside the ship. Hermé, who is watching all this and seeing the beautiful body of that woman, gets very attracted, and Hermé wants to get that woman, and starts looking at her with the wrong eyes. Later, when the three friends are at the beach, Lady comes here to bathe. Asi tells Hermé that Dorothy is much older than him, whereupon Hermé says that he loves her. Asi and Benji challenge him to talk and show him if he really loves her, whereupon Hermé goes to talk to the woman. Let us tell you that the name of this woman is Dorothy. And at this time Dorothy is sleeping on the beach. Just as Hermé is about to say something to Dorothy, then his friends come and start making noise. Then Hermé runs away, and after that the three friends start fighting with each other. Asi beats Hermé hard, causing his nose to bleed. One day when Hermé was passing through the market, he saw that Dorothy was carrying too many things which she could not handle. All things fall out of her hands. Hermé approaches her and offers to help her here. Dorothy accepts Hermé's offer. After this both of them walk towards Dorothy's house. On the way, Asi and Benji call out to Hermé, but Hermé ignores them both. Then Hermé arrives at Dorothy's house and brags to Dorothy. He says he wants to be a soldier when he grows up and has applied for the military. Here Dorothy says that he will definitely become a soldier, after which Hermé says that he is a great musician and he is very interested in music. After Dorothy tells him what instrument he plays, Hermé tells her that he knows how to whistle very well. Here, while impressing Dorothy, Hermé tries to drink hot coffee too quickly. While the coffee burns his mouth, Dorothy offers him ice. When Hermé is on his way home, Dorothy gives him something to pack, whereupon Hermé says he will come see her again. Both the friends are waiting for him outside the house for a long time. They both ask what Hermé was doing in his house for so long. Hermé tells them that he was having a drink with her. And the packing which is in Hermé's hand, his friends take it from him. Now these three friends plan to lose their virginity. All three go to a cinema hall to watch a movie. Here Oski sees three girls and starts befriending them. He says why not watch the movie with him, and these three girls agree to watch the movie with their three friends. Here Oski cleverly keeps the prettiest girl with him, while giving the ugliest girl to Hermé. Just then Dorothy comes here. She says hi to Hermé and tells him that she needs to get some stuff out of her house. Can Hermé come and help her? Hermé immediately says yes to that. When Hermé goes to see a movie with his friends, their money runs out. Oski and Hermé figure out how to buy tickets for all of them and how to feed the three girls ice cream, even though they let's manage. While watching a movie, Asi tries to get close to his partner, but she rebuffs him. Benji also wants to do something similar, but he too is not able to succeed in this work. Hermé, who is with a less beautiful girl, also tries to touch her, but manages to do so and is jealous seeing Asi here. After watching the movie, Asi tells Hermé that he was getting too close to the girl. The next day, Hermé arrives at Dorothy's house to help her. Here, as Dorothy climbs the ladder, Hermé sees a part of her body and is attracted to her, feeling intimate with her. When it's his turn to climb the ladder, Hermé starts to tremble. Dorothy asks him why he is so nervous. Hermé doesn't answer. After putting everything down, Hermé tells Dorothy that he likes her. And here Dorothy also kisses his forehead. This time there are lipstick marks on Hermé's forehead. When he comes out, his friends ask where the lipstick mark on his forehead is, while Hermé makes up an excuse. Later Hermé tells Oski that he has a different plan for losing his virginity. He invites Aggie and Miriam over the pretext of roasting marshmallows and spends the whole night at the beach. Oski finds a book, at which point he learns that custody is needed to make all of this happen. Now both of them make a plan to buy the safety. Going to the drugstore, Oski himself does not go and cleverly sends Hermé. Hermé goes inside the store, but he's so nervous he doesn't know how to tell the shopkeeper that he needs to be taken into custody. At the same time an old lady comes, seeing whom he becomes even more ashamed, when the old lady leaves from here. Hermé then goes to talk to the shopkeeper on a dare, but he says ice cream because of his detention. The shopkeeper gives him ice cream. After that, when he is about to speak again, what is spoken through his mouth? Here whatever the shopkeeper puts on that ice cream. The next time Hermie is about to speak again, his mouth is called a napkin. Here the shopkeeper also gives him a napkin. All this terrifies Hermie so much that the shopkeeper finally understands what Hermie needs and gives him the detention box, and thus Hermie has finally bought all the detention as planned. Now we see that everyone is at the beach, along with Aggie and Mary. And here Hermie is sitting with Aggie pretending to be roasting marshmallows, and Oscar and Mary are sitting on the other side of the beach. And here C manages to hook up with Miriam, does it once, later to do it a second time, then comes to Hermie to get the condom, and takes it. He comes again and asks for a condom, then Hermie asks, "What are you doing?" Then he says that he is fulfilling what is in the book. So Hermie asks again what is written in the book, so he makes fun of them. Here Aggie asks Hermie what Oscar keeps coming to ask her. But Hermie doesn't tell her anything, so Aggie wakes up and goes to see him. She finds Oscar and Mary bickering and leaves in the vehicle upset. And here Hermie's plan fails. But Oski succeeds in making the first mistake. Here the next day Hermie is alone on the beach, when he sees Dorothy writing a letter. He goes to her and asks her why she is writing this letter. Dorothy tells him that she is writing it for her husband. Here Hermie says that he is going to come for a walk in his neighborhood tonight. So if he wants, he can meet him. After that he goes home and prepares himself very well. Because he wants to go to Dorothy's house with great pleasure this evening. When he is on the way, he meets Oski and Oski tells him. He tells Miriam that he has appendicitis and tells his sad story, but Hermie is not interested in the story. He is excited to meet Dorothy. And he moves ahead ignoring Oski. And when Hermie arrives at Dorothy's house is full. And there is also a bottle of whiskey and also sees a packet of cigarettes. And at this time sad music is also playing. But Hermie doesn't seem to understand anything. That's suddenly what has happened in this house. Then Hermie sees a government letter, written in that letter, that Dorothy's husband has died. Her husband is going on a plane and when the plane is over France, the plane is attacked and everyone is killed. Then Dorothy comes out of her room. At this time she is very sad. Hermie goes to her and consoles her, then Dorothy hugs Hermie. And at this time both do not speak anything and then there is silence all around. Then Hermie and Dorothy do a sad dance and Dorothy's eyes go to Hermie's face, and Dorothy starts kissing Hermie. And both come very close to each other and come inside the bedroom. And both are naked. And both gossip. After getting intimate, Hermie falls asleep there. After some time he wakes up. So he sees that Dorothy is on the balcony and this time she is smoking. After Hermie bids her good night, he goes home. The next morning, on his way to see Dorothy, he meets C, who tells him that Mary is slowly recovering, but he feels bad for it. Then Hermie suddenly remembers Dorothy, so he goes straight to Dorothy's house. It is then revealed that Dorothy has vacated the house. And as she leaves a letter for Hermie. She writes in the letter that she will always remember Hermie and that whatever happened between them is very special, and will be remembered forever. And hope Hermie understands his predicament. After that Hermie sits in front of that house and looks at that house. And he still misses Dorothy, and with that the movie ends.